Hello and welcome to Blaseball Weather, an informational video on the weather conditions you may experience when participating in the cultural event of Blaseball. There are currently 12 known weather conditions in Blaseball. Weather can dramatically affect both teams and the outcome of games, so it is helpful to know what they all do, as it can change which team to bet on, and it's worth watching games under specific weathers in case of big events. The forecast for each game can be found in game information or above the game in play. So let's look at what these weathers are. First up is solar eclipse. This is the original weather, which appeared in Season 2. When a game occurs under a solar eclipse, players may be incinerated by a rogue umpire. Incinerations happen as little as once a season, in Season 9, to as many times as 28 in Season 3. Incinerations can be prevented by the modifications Fire Eater and Fireproof. If an attempt is made to incinerate a fireproof player, it backfires and the rogue umpire is incinerated instead. Our next weather is peanuts, which was first seen in Season 3. Originally, this weather would cause either an allergic or yummy reaction, which would give a negative or positive attribute change respectively. 60% of Blaseball players are allergic to peanuts. However, from Season 9, it was shown that peanut weather brings a risk of being shelled if a giant peanut crashes into a player. This has only happened once, but risks further increase if you are in play against a honey roasted player, as they have the ability to shell members of the opposing team. Also joining in Season 3 was birds. Weather in Blaseball is described as positive, negative, or birds. The majority of the time, birds weather simply results in ominous messages interrupting play. Birds are great friends as they can peck players free if they are shelled. And, if a player is a friend of crows, they can call on their friends to chase players off the pitch, resulting in an automatic out. A team with affinity for crows modifier hit and pitch 50% better in birds weather. Weather from the microphone now, with feedback. This weather appeared in Season 4, after the Season 3 election passed a decree stating the microphone has lifted. It causes reality to flicker, and as a result, players may swap teams. The lowest incidence of this is once in Season 5, and the joint highest is 11 times in Seasons 6 and 8. Following feedback is reverb, which was first seen in Season 5. Reverb weather leads to the shuffle of teams' player positions. It may just change the batting or pitching lineup, but can sometimes swap batters into pitchers and vice versa. This weather can also cause players to become reverberating, giving them a chance of batting again when their at-bat ends. Joining the forecast is blood drain, first seen in Season 6. This weather enables players to steal stars from other players. Players who are siphons can steal more blood during this weather than other players. It does not always benefit the stealer though, as the skill targeted is random, meaning pitchers can steal base running stars and hitters stock up on their pitching. There were only 8 occurrences of star theft in Season 9, but this jumped all the way up to 84 in Season 10. After 4 quiet seasons with no new weather, the Season 10 championship gave us 2 new weathers in one. Firstly, black hole. When a team reaches 10 runs, the black hole swallows the runs and a win from the opposing team's record. And we also gained Sun 2. When a team reaches 10 runs, Sun 2 takes them and awards that team an extra win. These weathers entered general play in Season 11 and can change the odds of a game dramatically. In their debut appearance, they created the first report of a team finishing with a negative total of wins. The current highest runs in a single game record is held by the Tacos, who played a game under Sun 2 and made 35 runs, yet still lost 6-5 due to feeding 30 of those runs to Sun 2. Black hole weather can result in a net no-change result if a black hole is activated by one team, but the opposing team wins that game. They lose a win to the black hole, but gain it back with the game triumph. Sun 2 will always result in a net gain for the team activating it, even if they lose the game. Then we have flooding, which was first seen in Season 12. Under this weather, all bases may be cleared and some players may be swept elsewhere. Players with the Ego Plus modifier do not get swept off base during flooding weather. Finally, we have the coffee weathers, first seen during the Coffee Cup, which was played in the Grand Siesta. Coffee, from round 1, gives players a chance of getting beamed. The first time this occurs, players become wired. When wired players score, they are awarded 1.5 runs. The second time a player is beamed, they become tired and now score 0.5 runs. A third beaming reverts the player to normal, and this cycle can repeat for the same player. Coffee 2, from round 2, gives players a chance of being poured over. This gives them a free refill, meaning if they score, they remove an out from the current inning. This uses up the refill and the player is no longer poured over. A player who has used their free refill can become eligible for another at any time. Coffee 3s was from the final round. This weather can cause pitchers to become triple threats. When a triple threat pitcher strikes a player out, it can result in unruns, which are subtracted runs. An unrun can be scored under any of these 3 conditions. There are 3 runners on base, a runner is on third, or there are 3 balls in the count. Each of these conditions met results in 0.3 unruns, leading to a maximum of 0.9 unruns being scored by 1 out. There is a 33.3% recurring chance of the triple threat modification disappearing at the end of the 3rd inning. Stadium renovations have opened up the chance to utilize weathers for a team's benefit or increase the chance of certain weathers. Specific modifiers like solar panels and heat magnet give direct results from certain weather incidents, Sun 2 activating or an incineration accordingly. Peanut mister can cure a player's peanut allergy, removing their chance of an allergic reaction. 5 teams in the ILB have chosen to increase the probability of specific weathers at their home games. They are the Ohio Worms with Black Hole, the Chicago Firefighters with Coffee, the San Francisco Lovers with Coffee 2, and both the Dallas Stakes and the Core Mechanics have opted for Coffee 3s. This has been Blaseball Weather. I hope you've enjoyed and join me again soon for more Blaseball facts and fun.